ドジャースのメンバーたちが日本での特別な時間を終え、ついにロサンゼルスへ帰国。しかし、その短い滞在の中で、彼らがどれほど日本を満喫したのか、ご存知でしょうか？大谷翔平をはじめとするドジャースメンバーは、グルメ、観光、ファンとの交流など、日本での貴重な経験を存分に楽しんでいました。彼らが日本で過ごした時間の裏側や、どんな思いを抱えて帰国したのか、その様子を映像とともに、日本語字幕付きでお届けします。
That's right, and I would imagine the players will most likely be some of the first few off the plane here. You can see security, the first one's up the staircase, and I imagine that
I'm
this
Christy
plane, as slowly as it took to taxi over here, will empty out much quicker, as of course everybody's anxious to get home at this hour.
Oh, yeah, they might
You've
have
got
to deal
customs up there too, by the way. You've got Customs and Border Patrol. They've got to make their way on there and do their thing at first. So it's going to take a minute, but
Oh, boy.
Relatively speaking, it's not exactly what you and I would go through here at LAX.
Exactly. I don't know the configuration of this flight, but I am excited to see them. Once they start, you're just going to see just a whole wave of them just come right out.
Looks like family members.
Yeah, it does.
That's probably the main focus of those Customs and Border Patrol agents. And of course, anything organic or anything of value, of course, has to be declared. And that's probably what they're collecting on the plane.
And we're trying to focus in on everyone getting off the flight.
And even their passports were probably already checked on the Tokyo side. So that's probably why this is happening so quickly.
A lot of them are wearing their sweatsuits too. It looks like Dodger issued sweatsuits.
That'd be fun swag to get as well. Whatever, they stop at your bag and you're like, go ahead and look. And they're like, oh, there's nothing in your bag. And you're thinking, how did they know? These animals are incredible. They can smell everything. So they're definitely making their way off, but it doesn't seem like they're in a big rush.
Some more folks are
Not
coming.
too nervous, hopefully.
No, not if they're flying that kind of aircraft, Chris, they have enough hours under them.
That's exactly right.
Is that Freddie?
Oh, there's a little one.
That's Freddie
does look
Freeman
like
right there with his
Freddie.
family.
Oh, we love him.
Yeah, good guy. And his son was in the news a lot last year.
Well, I think about the dance
here's
as
some
well.
of the players coming off.
He had a carry-on bag. That's great. I think about how lightly the
Will Smith.
good thing is we have Katie Carl, our producer, who's a big Dodger fan. She's laser focused on this door, and she spots everybody.
She has her binoculars in the control room.
I know. I think, we're looking at it through our desk glass up here, and so again, it's hard
all
for
of
me
us
to
are.
make out.
We're all glued
Yes, we
onto
are.
television trying to recognize somebody.
But it's interesting that they stopped this group to say, okay.
Maybe they come in groups.
I am
so,
curious
so
about-
maybe they clear each group
Yeah.
and then they leave and then the next group comes up.
I'm curious to see, just let's say Shohei Ohtani. I'm curious to see what did he bring back. He has everything he possibly wants, but I'm sure it's those keepsakes, those little desserts, those little things that you just love that are creature comforts. You have everything here too, but some things you just can't get here, and I bet those are the things that they took with them and packed in their bags or at duty free.
In Japan, it's omiyage, the little gifts that you exchange with your friends and family when you come to visit or you come back from a trip, and maybe a lot of these folks have some of that.
I know that I think I read something that Shohei Ohtani's wife, I think her name is Mamiko Tanaka, I think she gave some little gifts of Hello Kitty things to some of the other families of the Dodgers. But, I mean, again, everybody...
It looked like Roki Sasaki, who might have gotten out the plane earlier. He pitched in the last game. He did pretty well.
Yeah,
Chris Taylor, is that it? Nick Fresso.
Looks like a very nice handbag.
A lot of shopping.
A lot of shopping. I'm looking at that and thinking that looks like something expensive is in that bag. Oh, absolutely, especially when it's so cold. Oh, and they're going to be in for a warm-up, too. It's going to be perfect weather for baseball.
They could defrost. It was snowing in Tokyo yesterday. And there they are gathering. Oh, here we go. Some of the players hanging out. Oh, there's Yamamoto. I saw him on the left right over there. Just to the left there, if you push in, he's on his phone. That's Yamamoto. He's just right behind the pole now.
Oh, okay. It's always a hurry up and wait. It just doesn't matter. You see it happening here. You're so excited to get off that plane, and you still have to wait. So these first two games, you open up the season against the Cubs in Tokyo, and you win. It couldn't be more exciting.
Tommy Edmond. There's a large group all getting off. I don't see a dog yet.
No. You know, they always talk about Shohei Ohtani being so nice.
He is.
Just so nice. That's all you ever hear. Then, take my.
James Outman.
Okay. Here we go.
That's right. I'm looking over the Dodgers roster right now to see if there's anybody. Let me see. You know, Blake Snell is on the team now. That the San Diego Padres ace that we pulled over. We saw Freddie Freeman. Uh-oh. That white, oh man, the signal's going out. There's a whole bunch coming down now, but we can't, we're losing our signal of all things.
No.
Uh-oh. Hang in there. Was that wasn't Shohei in the white shirt, was it?
I could not tell.
It was hard to tell. We're getting some signal breakup. Mm-mm.
Certainly is. Trying to landed. How long ago, David? They land about a half hour ago, a little over a half hour.
Yeah, about 32, 33 minutes ago. Yeah, I wonder why they have to go in groups like that, though.
I'm curious, but you know, again, you still have to wait for all their bags to get taken off.
Oh, maybe that has something to do with it too. Connected to the certain bags.
There's a baggage car that came around the other side to collect the baggage. I think they're doing the groups.
You see, then they don't.
It's almost like they're just matching up the documentation with the manifest. So they're going one by one, group by group. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's what's happening inside out of our view here. So they're kind of bundled into groups here, almost probably section by section or something like that, where they can kind of match up who's traveling with who and just kind of making sure everything's in order. Obviously, again, this is not the typical protocol for a normal commercial airliner. When you're flying private, it's a little bit different, and it varies situation by situation, shopping and all the rest of it. So there's things to declare, like I said, and then they've got to make sure everything is matched up with each individual. So that's probably what you're seeing, or what you're not seeing in this shot here, but what's happening inside the plane.
All right, here's the next crew. Folks getting off. Are they getting little gifts as they leave the plane? Yep, they're all getting something.
I'm like, is it a piece of candy? Is this person put something in their mouth, or a mint, or you know, you never know what it is. But let's see.
Let's see. Katie, do you recognize him?
I was just going to say, Katie, we're waiting for you to give us a...
Okay. Is that...
I was thinking, is that a baby born? Is that a baby carrier?
Or is it a dog?
Or is it... Well, I don't know what, but first I was thinking that's a little baby carrier.
Looks carrying something.
Yeah. But usually except for men, when men carry the babies, women are always like holding them, like their arms are wrapped around, well now his arms are around it.
I'm always scared. Carry that way in case you fall.
In case you fall.
Especially
I would not like the steps. That definitely would make me nervous.
It gets a little scary. Be super careful.
Driving my car for a few months. I was so scared. I think it is a baby. I feel like I see a little foot dangling on the side of his thigh. So cute.
Dave Roberts? Yeah, that looks like Dave Roberts right there. Well done. Dave Roberts, by the way, born in Okinawa, Japan. His mother is Japanese. Stephen Nelson, he's the announcer, commentator.
It is a good...
All right.
Nicely.
Shohei's interpreter.
Okay.
According to Katie, our producer. There are the Dodgers. 2 games into the season. A long way to go. 160 more to go, plus a couple extra games as well. I'm starting to worry we missed Shohei.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is today Clayton's Kershaw's birthday? Okay.
Wow. It was a nice birthday celebration on board that flight. And then he still gets a few more hours of birthday time.
I'm so glad that he's going to be here for another season. I know he's considering retirement, but he just seems to be such a steadying force and a Dodger legend.
Maybe that's why they have them in groups as well. As soon as they're off, then it's the next group so they don't go down so quickly and stumble upon each other. There's obviously steep steps. Here comes... No, not yet. I thought somebody else was coming.
No, Rob is...
Katie asked, is Rob Fukusaki on board? And I don't believe he's part of this
he's on a commercial flight.
Yeah, him and his crew.
Well, Rob went with his family, too.
I was wondering if he took Maverick and Cheryl. What a great opportunity for them to see. So memorable. But I bet if Rob could, he would have taken this flight if he could have gotten a deal on this. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool to go with the team.
Right? That would have been super cool.
Wow, there are quite a few people on that plane.
A lot of people on this aircraft.
I mean, I guess if they have the room and they offer you an opportunity to go with the team.
I'm curious about how many people were actually on board. We have seen quite a few get off this flight.
Is that everybody? Oh.
We haven't seen.
Okay.
It does looks like.
What if that is everybody?
That looks like it is. It looks like it's everyone, doesn't it? When you start seeing the flight crew come off.
Yeah, the crew's getting off now.
They're done.
Well, we might need to call it a day. What do you think, Colleen?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've seen the Dodgers disembark that aircraft. They're waiting for their buses, or their Ubers, or their Escalades. They have there's a lot of vehicles out there in the waiting area to take them home to a very excited group of fans.
There is that outside chance that Shohei might be coming on a different plane at a different time.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris?
White backwards hat. So I've got a possible sighting here. If we go ahead and push in, look for the guy with the white backwards hat with a dog carrier.
Oh.
If you pan over to the right, a little over to the right, a man with a backwards cap by the SUVs with a dog carrier. That might be Shohei Ohtani. I think a little over to the right. Let's see if we can pick him out
right
here.
there?
It's a little difficult.
No, there's a backwards hat, but no.
No, it's not a white one though.
Yeah, they're starting to make their way onto these vehicles, so we might have missed him, but I think, yeah, it looks like that plane is pretty much empty at this point. So if Shohei was on this flight, which I presume he would have been, it's always possible he might have stayed back for the weekend and maybe showing up for spring training next week. It's a little unusual, but wouldn't be out of the question. But somebody may have seen him, so we'll see here. But yeah, that does look like that's going to wrap it up for this disembarkment here, and it looks like everybody's going to be on their way home here. In fact, some of the buses I think have already started departing, so it looks like these are the last remaining passengers on that plane.
As they wave goodbye.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a guilty pleasure here for us. We realize this is a lot to do about Game 2 in the regular season. But what the heck? It's a unique opportunity. It was great to welcome home the Dodgers. Chris, thanks for being with us. Colleen, good hearing about your exploits as a flight attendant.
Yes.
You taught us a lot.
Oh, did I? We do know that, David, you've never been on a 747.
I've never been on a 747, which I'm bummed about.
I know.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. We're going to see you tomorrow on Eyewitness.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、コメントをお願いいたします。